afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, amazing, riveting Propagandacast from your host, Imperial Dane, Master Propaganda. Heroes like defender of the fatherland, off here to a 1 vs 1 on Nexus. In the west it is Fortune, fighting for the Soviet Union. Communism. Taking on the role here of the 1st Mechanized Corps with Airborne Troops, NKVD, and counterattack tactics with Penal Trooper, Dishka, and machine gun bulletins there. Versus in the east, it is Spanky, fighting for the Wehrmacht, Germany, Deutschland. Rolling out here with the Großdeutschland Panzerdivision with elite troops, lightning war, and mobile defense. Double Pioneer MD42 start here. Looks like that's going to be a tier 2 rush strategy here from him, since he's also got Stormtrooper and Panzergrenadier bulletins with a bit of regular infantry as well. Pioneer saying northwards there, other Pioneer squad moving more towards the centre. And I imagine the MD42 is going to move northwards to assist there as well. Penal Trooper start here for Fortune. Note, he's not going for, say, early additional engineers or something like that to back them up. Usually most players will go for an additional unit before getting up Penal Troopers that way to ensure they don't fall too far behind, but Fortune in this case is emphasising just getting out a lot of Penal Troopers. It seems a bit faster than average. Sandbags up here in the centre, nice work there by Spanky. Pioneer saying northwards there. MD42 sitting up with another MD42 on the way there. Grabbing the munitions, grabbing the northern point here. Slow approach here of Fortune, more Penal Troopers on the way there for him. Interesting choice of the Penal Troopers and Airborne Troops. I wonder if he actually wants to equip the Penal Troopers with the submachine guns then. It seems like Spanky's having some technical issues. So that might cause some mess ups here. And then we'll have to see sandbags here by the northern victory point. Ground points there as well. MD42 covering up there, very good. Second MD42, and I imagine, well, as soon as he's got the fuel, he'll take up. Move ahead. Oh, my apologies. Scout car following up there for Fortune and the Red Army. That's going to be quite effective as a Spanky, who, having skipped a bit there, but is gonna lack pants. No, Fortune cancels it. Fortune cancels it. Fortunately for Spanky, Fortune cancels it. As otherwise he'd be in a pretty sticky spot. Also no so far no engagements here as of yet. Again, Fortune having less immediate presence, and Spanky, also just sort of focusing a bit more on defensive play. He just looks to grab territory. So we're sort of getting a rather uneventful first few minutes here. But there you go. First little clash of some sort of Pioneer saying here towards one of Fortune's territories there. Third Penal Troops on the way there for Fortune. Machine there getting flanked, but not quite as much. There's Fortune. I hope it's got the MD42 ready to deal with them and suppress them rapidly. Pioneer setting out. MD42 coming to the north, and we got their tech up with Panzers falling up there for Spanky. Very good. We'll have to see if Fortune will be ready for that manoeuvre. Penal Troops moving in there. Pioneers engaging there with MP40s. They are Schmeissers. MD42 moving forwards as well. MD42 there, number 2 remains on watch. We got Pioneers in southwards. They might try and threaten here Fortune's fuel. Penal Troops squad number 3 out there for Fortune as well, putting it at 3. One squad popping in there, not entirely sure why. Might have been misclick or something happened there, I don't know. Northern point there secured. Steadily moving ahead here with Pioneers and MD42. MD42 they're being engaged, trying to set up here, might be able to pull it off. Then again, looks like it's not going to have an impact because, of course, the gunner got killed. We've got a scout cannon on the way here, as Fortune, I think, has realised what Spanky's up to. Penal Troop squad remains in there, apparently forgotten a bit here by Fortune. Definitely not go for it. I mean, he really shouldn't be keeping one of his infantry squads just sitting about and doing zip. Itty-doo-da. Southern fuel pole being harassed by Spanky's Panzergrenadiers. He's got a second squad on the way there for Spanky. And the Großdeutschland M31 out here for Fortune now. There you go, finally got them out of the house. Hitting the northern fuel point, trying to return the favour here. Popping in there. And you can also almost begin popping in the airdrop weapons, and again we'll need to see how he utilises that. Most of the time when I see airborne guard or airborne troops, I usually don't see it with Penal Troopers. It's usually again with the conscripts. So it will be interesting to see how that pans out here for Fortune. Might be some interesting lessons to be made. But there you go, rushing south against the Panzers, engaging here with SVT-40, and of course the 50 cal with the mounted on the front. Otto there quickly drops dead, as he is not bulletproof. Neither was Jürgen. Taking heavy damage. In fact, they might soon find out they're not bulletproof. Penal squad being suppressed around the centre machine there, could be flanked here with a scout car. and taken out if he can sort of gain momentum enough. Lines down by Spanky, very good work there, flanking here. Can begin dropping in airdrop weapons if that is what Fortune wants to do, and again, it could be he wants to. It may also not be what he cares about at all. So it'll be interesting to see that. There you go, Scout Car being topped by both machine gun bunkers there, taking heavy damage but does survive here. Structural integrity remains somewhat. Dodges the teleminer, sends out the troops, he gets that repaired. One unit we're going to do the Fortune. We got a fourth penal troops on my way there. It's enough he may not then be setting up here for Guards Airborne Troops. Since I mean 4 penal troop escorts going to be a bit expensive there. Machine gun dealing with penal troops from heavy cover, they're getting dealt with here by penal troops. Oh, quickly turn around there, still get some damaging. Up north here, hitting the calf point there. Behind Spanky's falls here. Nice play there by Fortune. Nice play. Scout car there waiting repairs, and overall still no clue as to what Fortune is planning here with Airborne Troops. Penal from the up close of getting engaged with the panzer, but quickly retreating. Might have a chance there actually. And there we go, we got airdrop weapons, so we may actually be seeing some penal troopers with PPSH 41s. Penal troopers pioneers here. Wherever it drops. Not inside the base. Nope, Pentagon can pick it up. I'm not entirely sure what to get. I imagine they'd be SVT 40s, but I'm pretty sure that'd be a downgrade for the assault rifles. There we go. PPSH 41 for the Strafnigi here, including the firepower from close to mid-range. So of course, they do suffer a notable loss that longer range firepower against the fascists. I can't imagine he might just try and stop them into the Scout car and then just drive at them in that way. We got a tank coming up as well for Fortune, very good. We got another airdrop weapon crate in there for Fortune as well. Seizing the Southern Fuel, but he's only a bit behind his Spanky though again. Hitting the cup on this and it worked out nicely. Disc is also available there for Fortune, be airdropped. And he immediately does so. Oh, equips anti-tank routes, maybe there's a misclick there. He intends to get both. I mean, I guess that's an option as well. Never certainly something to consider, but you know. There's always room for innovation, I suppose, in the battlefield. Pioneers are being rushed here. Could see some heavy damage down there. There you go, routed. Suspect he's going to try and clear out Spanky's northern positions, who are quite vulnerable to this kind of motorized assault tactic. The machine gun, in fact, we can see this Spanky just immediately retreats everything in the north, realizing this could end up very painfully for him if he does not. I mean, he does not want to lose an MD-42 to Fortune. He could still end up, so you can see they're doing a lot of damage. I believe the penal troop assault machine guns are basically roughly on par with the shock troopers, meaning they do quite a bit of damage. So of course, unlike the shock troopers, the penal troopers are not wearing body armor or smoke grenades, regular grenades. I mean, they are not quite as other ways as potent, but they can still be pretty nasty in a scout car, as you can see. Going straight here for the MD-42, catching a pretty bad spot here. Might have to abandon the scout car though. There we go. Gets murdered. Might want to focus on the panzer setting of the MD-42. I can understand why he's doing it though, but you know, we could see a white PS2 Panzer Squad can lay down some very effective fire against infantry and turn also as retreating units thanks to the assault rifles. So this could be a bit punishing there for Fortune as he extended. Didn't get any of the MD-42s, but there you go. Second penal squad for the rescue here. Moving in there to host down the fascists, and there you go, doing some nice damage. There you go, bang grenade off. T-7 on the way as well. There you go, bang grenades. I'm doing some heavy damage there, forcing another retreat still. With this, Fortune has managed to gain control of most of the map, has pushed Spanky back on the defensive. That's very good for him. Spanky might want to consider at least another infantry squad, since 2 Panzer Grenade squads, while effective, I still feel like is pushing him the luck just a bit. Also worth noting, he has tagged up, but he always has no anti-tank weapons. He's got no Panzerschrecks, for example, so he's going to be rather vulnerable to the T-70 unless, you know, he somehow managed to bait it into any of the few telemines he's laid down across the map, though. I don't know actually how many he successfully managed to pop down. Another disc out there for Fortune, bring in more support from above. Panzer under fire from the T-70, he's going to have to retreat immediately. Seizing the southern points, ground the calf point as well for the southern fuel. Spanky is caught trying to re-establish fuel control even as Fortune is slicing through his men like a scythe through wheat. Fuel Troops here versus the Pioneers trying to lay down mines there, but is busted in the process and routed. Spanky's going to eat that support core soon. Panzers there can begin reinforcing. He's still floating with the manpower. Telemines in the south, good work there. But it clearly indicates that Spanky's not going to try and like back check for Pack 40s. He's going to try and just rely on the Telemines to somehow deal with the T-70 as it then pushes for armor. We'll have to see how Fortune reacts to that potential. Machine that needs to retreat, that the flank is still exposed and it could be wiped here with the T-70 in retreat, which would be pretty costly for Spanky up north. Another push here straight into the Panzerman's there though, dodging a bun grenade. Nice work, they've got the MG-14 nearby though. Peons will need to get moving fast before they get suppressed. That may soon be. There we go. Can move up then pop the south. No, he retreats. Interesting enough. In the south here, the machine around here with the T-70. Slightly dodges the telemine there. Close one there for Fortune. Spanky's going to set up that support course fast as possible. He can actually get out on the Ostwind. Maybe go for the Stuke. Either way, he needs either of those two to have a chance with the T-70 at the moment. He could try and go for the Panther 4, but that might concede too much time here to Fortune, which could certainly give him a very strong advantage. It would be much more difficult for Spanky to recover from. But really, he should consider more Panther with his meanwhile as well. He's being a bit cautious, but at the same time, he could probably disrupt the support car going up if he sent the T-70 further into his base. He's just content with destroying the medic bunker, which is still going to be unpleasant there for Spanky and the Großdeutschland. But that's going to help deal with it. There you go, Flak Panzer on the way, medic bunker almost down. Building another one, because why not? Panzer almost being like, that's going to be a bit costly here. He needs to, get out more infantry. Panzer then being suppressed by the disc up north here. We got machine still defending the northern victory point and field point. Popping into the bunker here for a bit of safety. Have a frag on it is. Flak Panzer almost done there. Unfortunately, I think he's starting to realise he needs to get out of there before whatever he's getting from this one hits his tank and destroys it, which would certainly give Spanky some more comeback potential here versus Fortune. There you go. Flak Panther out for Spanky and the German army. Up north here, troops being suppressed by the MD-42. Still is going to need support there before it gets overwhelmed. Flak Panther sitting out there, troops being suppressed. Panther with advanced machine and continue to hold out. He might want to pop into any armor piercing rounds for a bit of extra damage. Panther there charging forward. They're now buoyed by their combined arms ability. Punions are taking heavy damage. Flak Panther going ahead here. Punions are being suppressed, could get crushed as he's shot to bits. There we go. Heavy damage being inflicted here by the Flak Panzer as Spanky swings back here with a full armoured fist. Esmond's going for this. The T-70 sets them off. The south here trying to break through here, held up by the Dishka. Dishka there being flanked by the Panzer Grenadier eventually too. That's going to be a retreat here. Small chance getting wiped and then get the Flak Panzer down there to assist as well. There we go, there we go. And wipe. Second disc, and then needs to retreat soon before the Flak Panzer takes on. That's all. We got 8 kills there so far. Very good. Now Pioneers flanking it, backed up by more Pioneers. Panzer they're reinforcing. Still, I feel like should go for more Panzer Grenadier. He's still short and empty compared to Fortune. He's got 4 infantry squads. He's only got 2 and some Pioneers. But there you go. Disc number 2 getting shattered here by the Flak Panzer. Quiz it off the telemine there. But no. Does not happen. Disc gets away there. Pioneers rushing into Navit, very good work there. In fact, he's using tactical movement to speed things up a bit as well. Very nice. So now Spanky's at 2 machine guns versus Fortune's. Well, 2 as well, since he managed to nab 1 back from Spanky. Go figure. More weapon drops in. Looks like Fortune's gonna go for more submachine guns. There we go. People will ride by the Flak Panzer again. 10 kills in that one. Half H veterans who won. More Panzer Grenadiers, finally on the way there for Spanky, plus more Pioneers, also very good. Fortune, meanwhile, might want to bring up an issue 6 or at least, oh, there we go, take out for bigger armour. T-34 from 6 could be a bit of a problem there for the Ostwind. Seeing any Panzer strikes there, just in case, no. So Spanky could find himself exposed here to a T-34 from 6 into his own, and then really has the Flak Panzer in the hope that Fortune will show one of the telemines he's been laying down across the map. And there you go, T-54 out. More pioneers out there, so triple Panther Grenadiers, double pioneers, double machine guns, and a flak panzer here for Spanky. Sometimes Fortune get out of flak panzer because Fortune's doing quite a good job there denying Fortune, or denying Spanky fuel. And there you go, we got the 4th weapon drop in there. Looking to further increase his firepower there. And this Fortune, the 1st mechanized corps, has gone full on offensively. Aggression is the name of the game for Fortune. Flak Panther moving towards the centre. Panther seizing the northern field. Southern field being seized by another. Panther Grenadiers Corps. We got the T-7 rushing in. No telemark nearby. And there you go. Flak Panther gaining penals within around the centre. Got one squad here equipped with it. Yep. And two of them are upgraded with it. So a mix of submachines and that. Also note, by the way, by having submachines upgrade, they're all rightly Peter as, you know, bit there, so Spanky can't immediately see that they have access to anti-tank rather than, more importantly, the anti-tank satchels. That's a bit of a clever move there by Fortune. A bit of good luck. Going up close here, Pioneers routing immediately. T-54 looks around, still pushing through the centre again. Spanky's got nothing to really stop it again. He's pretty. Oh! Telemann could go off around the penal troopers, and there we go, almost wiping the entire penal trooper squad. Whereas most mines has this limitation, you only kill 2 with a mine. That does not apply to Telemines because usually this does not happen. So he almost took out an entire penal troop squad with a Telemine that also did heavy damage to his Fortune's T-54 from the 6. Nice. Unless you're Fortune, in which case, not nice. Flak Panther there, 16 kills, Veteran to 1. Stug is getting closer there, within his grasp. I still feel like he's floating a bit of manpower, good to the fuel caches now. I think would help compensate for a lot of the fuel loss he suffered against Fortune. As Fortune, bringing up more T-54 from 6s would be a very good idea. And of course, being more thorough with his minesweepers, so you don't end up suffering catastrophic losses to Telemines again. Black Panzer going in. Try and take out the engineers repairing the T-34 from 6. Nice move there by Spanky. Pan's got his pioneer sitting out there for Spanky. Back here, nothing further going there for him. Might be he actually wants to go for the Panzer IV, but I'd still recommend a Stug. The Panzer IV can certainly also work nicely. Picks up the T-34 from 6 there for the Red Army. Machine gun carrying the northern view upon there. T-7 rolling in. Veteran T2. Direct hits are there on the MD-42 from the front, forcing a route here. Spanky is floating a lot of manpower here.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Again, I would recommend a fuel cache at this point, or maybe some bunkers.
Territory is out of contact.
I think that could do Spanky a lot of good and set up for more armor down the road. But he can go for the Panther IV now without a doubt. And there you go, we got Panzerjägers out there for Spanky. T-54, they're crashing some of the Panzerjägers. We got the Flak Panther flanking it, they're doing some damage to the rear. Nice work there. Machine gun crew down again. Panzerjägers, they might be able to get out the T-4. There you go, down it goes. Abandoned though, but still it is out of the fight for now. Anti-tank side Jolfie on Spanky's Flak Panther. And we got a rocket strike in, but he's trying to take it out. Knocking out Spanky's Flak Panther. He's in a really bad spot. He needs to spend some of his manpower now aggressively to, I think, have a chance of getting back. So there we go. Panther IV on the way, that's a start. But another machine could also be very good. Panther almost taking out penalties up north here. Machine being more advancing here. And we got there. Disco being captured here by Fortune. So putting that 3 here versus Spanky's 1. T-54 being repaired in the centre as well. Pioneers moving ahead. Panzer IV almost halfway done there. Attempt to flank from the north here, though disrupted by Fortune's disc around the centre victory point. Nice work there. And there we go. T-54 getting the Pioneers head on. It's going to eat his Panzerjägers or his Panther IV this soon. I think he might try and get close enough to pop a bun grenade there at the T-54. Or not. There you go, Panther 4 here, bomb grenade on the disc instead we're dealing with the Panthers up north. That's definitely also a nice move there by him. Punishing Fortune actually for ignoring the Panthers there, maybe thinking they'd try and somehow deal with the T-34. Instead he dealt with the machine gun, so nice play there by Spanky. Panther 4 rolling out. You got the shot penalties running in there with the discus turning into the fascists. With the T-34 supporting the Panthers are not in a good chance to deal with the penal troopers. Panthers coming up there. Panther 6 coming in here. Oh, T-34 from 6 down. Better blow there to Fortune. He needs to get out more armor soon. And there you go, trying to go ahead here. Note there the one with the anti-tank satchel charge, so he might have hope there to get off one as well. But no such dice, and he's going to have to retreat instead. Satchels and grenades being exchanged. Now the T-7 is in for a rough time. Here's the Panther 4 from Spanky moves in. And he hits one of the tunnel mines there as well that Spanky's laid down. Definitely starting to pay off now here for Spanky and the German army back here. Troops in reinforcing. We got more Panthers on there for Spanky. In fact, he's going for 2 squads more. He's committing heavily to Panther Grenadiers. Achtung! Now things are getting exciting. 5 Panzer Grenadier squads. That's not something you see very often. Still, Spanky definitely needs the infantry because he's still struggling to maintain any map control of his Fortune. He needs to push out, then more infantry will send a lot there. And to take out shots, they're going off the Panther 4. He could risk losing another piece of armor here to his stuff. And there you go, rocket strike inbound. He just needs to shoot the anti-tank rather than the Panther 4 is going to go down. Oh, never mind, he just pops an anti-tank self-charge just to make sure. And with that, Spanky has lost 2 pieces of armor. But there you go, big Panther Grenadier force. Huge forces, he just sort of swamps everything out, and again he's probably starting here with the whatever issues he's got, so he's forcing him to blob up there. Still not good, but at least here there's a bit more of an actual reason for him besides him just being lazy. But he needs to push hard here, he needs to push broadly, he needs to push his opponent back, and he's going to eat Stoogs. Another T-34 out there for Fortune, with more T-34s on the way there for him as well, very good. So there we go, Spanky advantage from the north aggressively, got 238 versus 291. Fortune then elite in terms of victory points here versus Spanky. So yeah, 5 Panzer Grenadier squads. You just don't see that very often. In part because it's kind of expensive, though of course it did become a bit cheaper with the recent patch in terms of like upkeep, so that probably is a bit of an incentive there for Spanky, but still, 5 Panzer Grenadier squads. 1 ace level, 1 veteran 2, 1 veteran 1, and then the rest are fresh unity around to the front line. Panzer is going to have to support the front line here against any fascist or Bolshevik armor there from Fortune. There you go. Jürgen Fritz crashed there beneath the T-34's treads. Another T-34 on the way there for Fortune arriving here, and he can soon go for another one. Panzer II routed. Panzer X in there you go, almost taking out their Fortune. T-34 from 6 on in there. Penal support in there. A swarm of bullets flying there at Spanky's Panther Grenadiers. Panzer is also treating in the face of this armoured onslaught here that Fortune's unleashing against him. Troops that's being harassed by the enemy foe towards the retreat, seeking safety within their own base. Shots fired. Flak Panther Races that crashed, not that really matters. If, like, Spanky had, of course, been a World Command Rest, it would have mattered, but the Wehrmacht companies 2 can't salvage. You could, though, companies 1, you can actually salvage resources from wreckage. Oh, Panzer is right. There was a Panzer drop, but still, that's just 1. And I was just looking to keep him off it. Spanky definitely needs more armor. There you go, managed to grab the Panzer there. But the situation is pretty grim. I'm guessing he's trying to stall here. And there you go, more Panzer shot. That's likely going to force Fortune to get out of the base. Since with triple Panzer shakes, that's not going to be very healthy. So I'm guessing another Panzer up north here. We got the infantry to defend the northern fuel and victory point here against Fortune's advances. He's calling in a rocket strike on the machine gun. That's pretty ambitious. Does a bit of damage, but it's not enough to really break through there. But I like the idea. It's just kind of wasteful. Disc being flanked by the T-3476. And we got Tatman again here lining up to charge his Panther on his 4 and particularly the Panzer Jägers. Which is the T-34, nice work there. Need to get that T-54 out there fast. Still, there you go. Heavy damage to the T-54 from 6. Gun is up. Barely any health here. Disc is suppressed, so can't deal with it. There we go. Again, suppressed again. Forcing retreat here. Satchel off, trying to stop the weight there of Spanky's infantry force. And the disc is being shredded by heavy assault rifle fire there, plus the MD42 there. Punishing fortunes for extending it. Another T-54 out. You might want to bring in some more machine guns to try and deal here with the Spanky's infantry tactics. Panzer IV sitting out there. Second Panzer IV for Spanky. I mean, so far it's not looking like the Tiger's going to happen anytime soon if he's even planning on it. Due to his rather severe armoured losses and the fact he's, you know, not building fuel cache system in that goal. Despite several times including quite a bit of manpower, which I definitely feel like is a bit of a mistake there by Spanky. People look like catching some Panzerjägers out on their own, and are quick around there thanks to just the sheer volume of firepower they can deliver against them. Also worth noting, all of the Penal Troops squad can be equipped with anti-tank rockets, rather than turning the base into these flexible units that can deal with both vehicles and infantry reasonably well. And of course just anti-vehicle satchel charges. Just the rest of the T-54 from 6 they're losing out quite aggressive to the T-54 for very obvious reasons. We'll have to treat that one soon. T-54 shoots misses, more Panzer Grenadiers plus machine guns running in there. Also manned by Panzer Grenadiers. Troops suppressed, Panzerjägers moving forward, need to retreat, he needs to get out of there before Fortune ends up overextending and suffering needless casualties, which is just not really doing any good anyways. 202 versus 261. Panzer moving forward, we've got Pioneers on the way there for Spanky. Fortune can begin going for more tanks eastland. He's got plenty of fuel. Plenty of fuel. So he can just theoretically just keep churning up T-54 here versus Spanky and just trying to strong beneath the sheer weight of his armoured fist. Though whether or not he does it, of course, is another matter entirely. But the option is there. Looks like he might be planning another base raid here against Spanky, though with a damaged T-54, probably advise some caution. Pan from wing, backed out the Panzerjägers. Nice work there. Oh, Tellermine went off. Finally another Tellermine went off there. So far those Tellermines have proven quite helpful for Spank. Oh! Spanky there, got caught. He's going to call out anti-tank rockets there on it. Nice timing there. And the Panzer IV is down. He really knows how to make use of those tactical IL-2s to make rocket runs. They do quite a bit of setup, usually again use sort of rammer tanks to just make immobilize it, but you know, nice work there by Fortune. He's actually taken out quite a few vehicles with it, at least made it much more easy for them to be dealt with using it. Another T-54 there for Fortune, and certainly again comparatively losing a T-54 is nothing compared with, you know, taking out a Panzer IV, which just costs more. Machine there routed, Panzer there being routed as well. T-54 stuck, not going to go anywhere anytime soon. I feel like Spanky really should go for some Stoogs and fuel caches plus replacement. Panzer Grenadiers now suffered losses of 2 squads. Taking out the T-54 with the discus, popping arm piece runs, there you go. Pop goes the Weasel. More Panzer Grenadier on the way there for Spanky and the Ostdeutschland Panzer Grenadier Division. People flying northwards there, half H-53, Panzer Grenadiers in the nearby, close to H-2. And of course the umpteenth T-54 out there for Fortune. People are being suppressed by the Disco there in the south, heading for the victory point fuel point there. Good work by Spanky, needs to keep himself flexible and mobile here versus Fortune. I'm guessing he's just going to keep going for more Panzer IV. Again, I would recommend just to CoH2, and then could also consider trying for stalling for the Tiger tank. And of course, spend spare manpower on fuel caches. Machine right here with the T-54 from the south. You got Pims going for the Pioneers. Right in a shower of bullets and a bit of blood. Engineers wiped. Panthers they're landing on the T-34 and 16, some nice damage there, holding it back as fast as possible. In the centre here we got Pims moving 40 under 5 from the disc and the Panzer Ds. Other squad moving up here in the centre. Troops routed.
Engineers ready for assignment. Donovic close air support is available.
And we could almost see a wipe there, could almost see a wipe. Almost T-34 moving in here. Panzer is being pursued. And there you go, though. Spanky getting wiped there against Fortune is pretty good for him. Certainly helps compensate for some of all the losses he suffered against Fortune, but not quite enough. 19 Fortune soon going to go for another T-34 6. He just needs to keep them slightly better alive here against Spanky. It's almost starting to look like Spanky though might be trying to set up for the TIE tank now. I mean, it's a possibility though, of course it is not without its risks, but we could try and do it. And there you go, machine gun white, meaning they pretty much now just switched machine guns. Spanky's got 2 Discus, Fortune's got 2 MG42s. That's a bit funny. Except everyone has to work out the logistics of it. Ha ha ha. Discus covering the center 11 kills. Veteran T2. T-34 6 pursuing repairs. Panzers moving forward, backed up with Pioneers, Panzerjägers, and a Dishka. I mean, the current fuel income is going to take quite a bit of while towards getting the target. Of course, getting this on the fuel point and maybe a few other points is going to help a bunch. Might just swing things a bit further faster towards there. Yeah, we could probably say roughly about 2 minutes now. We got Guards Airborne actually called on here by Fortune, adding the Discus. They're flying up behind the Discus. Nice work there. Ooh. Caught here though, up close with the Panthers again. On the Discus, meaning they still do a lot of damage with their assault rifles. That's a bit of a blow there to Fortune still. Nice to see some elite infantry there. In fact, it also means he's almost got full doctrinal bingo. All he needs is airborne rally points. I don't think he's going to go for that. But if he goes for that, bingo. Spank, meanwhile, has gone for, well, this, and I think that's really he's not used any other ability. Again, he's clearly aiming for the Titan now, and there you go. Another rocket strafe. He really wants to try and make it work then that way. T-34 making use of the KC and arriving here. Trying to force that machine gun to rout, and there you go, Panzerjägers on the scene. Tiger tank is roughly a bit of a minute away now here for Spanky and the Großdeutschland Panzergrenadier Division. Got those penal troops moving ahead here. Panzerjägers routing. Moment here we got the Guards Airborne here with their triple DP light machine guns, able to lay down some heavy fire there against any infantry. Telemarks being laid. I mean, really good work there by Spank with all those telemarks. We've been very consistent about it in here later into the game, which is very good. Some players tend to just lay down a few mines in the early game and then they entirely forget about it. They just blank out on mines at all. But Spanky has been very consistent about it. They certainly had quite an effect here, taking out a few tanks here and there, just almost taking out infantry units. Ace Panthers there versus Ace Penal Troopers. I think the Panthers should have the overall upper hand there.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Due to the anti-tank rounds, they're slightly decreased their firepower versus infantry. Nice use the cover here. Arthur for some reason getting stuck in something. There you go. Comes looking around, and there you go. Spanky calling in the mighty Tiger. D-Tiger. Send that one forwards for the fatherland. Support the frontline troops. Dishka there's a person in the Guards Airborne. I'm sure quite wondering how the hell the Germans got their hands on their weapons. Tiger tank setting out here. Should add a pin-up machine. A bit of extra added infantry, of course. I can understand if Spanky wants to spend his munitions on something else. Tiger tank versus the T-34-6, and Fortune needs a tank destroyer, so he's quick to get it as soon as he sees the Tiger tank tear into his T-34. Doing a bit of damage there. Punches them in through the south. Counter-attack force that being rolled out for Fortune. SU-5 is slowly approaching it for Fortune, so it's going to take some time. Tiger tank on the move once more. There we go, get Baltaladnung on all the penal troopers there. Doesn't go off, Tiger tank shoots, misses as well. Panzer is there with 27 kills, need to retreat soon. Ooh, machine gun being caught by the Pioneers. Of course, it is quick with the penal troop as well, so it's going to be difficult for the Pioneers to deal with it. HQ5 tanks are out there for Fortune. Tiger tank heading northwards. Got the machine gun there being routed. Bit of quiet there. And there you go, HQ5 sets out here for Fortune. The 85mm gun is used was actually derived from a Soviet anti-aircraft gun with an 85mm caliber. So a little fun fact there. S-mount in the centre victory point. Nice work there by Spanky. Nice work. My apologies there. My apologies. T-4 going in there. Got the Panzers. They're ready with their Panzerschrecks. 2 rockets they impact on the T-Fit Force and 6 doing a bit of damage. The Tiger tank needs to get moving. More infantry arriving here to back things up, but fortunately become like the tube stop. There you go. Tiger tank shoots. He could try and, you know, somehow ram it and then stall it, in which point he could hit with the rockets and they should find maybe a chance taking out the Tiger tank. Or you're down to half health there on the Tiger. The Tiger. So on the big being secured, we got 193 versus 163, still pretty close. Spankers still feel like could benefit from fuel. Panzer Grenadiers more, or, you know, fuel caches. Penal thing northwards there, a brown tide of submachine gun wielding madmen. Tiger tank turning about here. So far it's only been doing damage, but it hasn't actually scored any kills since Spanky flying up and then Austin Flak Panzer. Penal thing special for the Dishka getting eventually 2, nice work there. There we go, heavy casualties there on the penal troops. The squad is torn apart by a high explosive shell, ripping them apart like a dog rips apart a poorly made toy. Agent finally taking hits from the rockets. Machine gun setting up here to cover up here against any further advances there by Spanky's infantry. And we got more T-Fed force there for Fortune and the 1st Mechanized Corps, MD4 True Corps in the centre. Tiger tank being fixed up there. Southern point they secured as well. Very good. Black Panzer has arrived. And more Panzer going to be on the way there for Spanky and Deutschland, the Großdeutschland specifically.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Penal troops machine wing at Panzer under fire. Panzer squad almost down there for Spanky. Quick shot there on the MG42. And there we go. More Panzer guns out there. Puts him back at 4. North they're discontinuing with the advancing Guards Airborne. Trying to pursue here the Tiger tank with the penal troopers there. Forcing this retreat as well. But there you go. Rocket strike going there. Hoping to catch the Tiger tank with it. Close one, actually close, but instead mostly blows up some terrain there. Of course, got the Flak Panzer now as well. Not going to stop it, of course, but you know, could gain some experience from destroying it. Tiger tank ends up with a damage engine nonetheless. T-Fed going for the Flak Panzer. We got Panzer nearby with no anti-tank support weapons there. They can't really stop it. T-Fed number 2 moving in. Need to get the HQ5 up there as well. Unit wiped out here. Bit of a blow there to Spanky. Crushed here beneath the T-Fed force to try to start maneuvering the Tiger tank. Punch is moving in here. We've got 2 full squads of them now. Tactical movement being utilised by Spanky. Thumbs up there. Nice little ability if you remember to use it. That's one thing clear up with the T-34. Punching is shouting forward to the HQ5 there. It's caught here with the focus side. That is horrific here for Fortune. Great for Spanky though, but pretty bad there for Fortune. Punching, people just moving in there to stop them. And there we go. We got relief infantry. Wow, we do not get to see that ability very often there, but nice to see that. Just being pinned down, so press T-34 moving ahead. Lots of damage on the T-34 from 6. Tiger tank good to go once more here for Spanky. The south here, Pioneers could be dealt with by the T-Fed Fortunes, but don't think Fortunes would wear it. The north here, machine gun, they're being blasted by the Tiger tank. There you go, Pioneers taking losses. Route it. Pioneers almost being wiped out there. There we go, one awesome squad out here for Spanky and Germany. H5 T-34s in dire repairs here. The situation Fortune's looking a bit grim here. $193 versus 101. Flak Panzer need repairs. Tiger tank moving ahead here for the center. Big push here, but encountering, of course, the Tiger tank, waiting with its 88mm gun there, shattering some of the terrain as a warning to the Bolsheviks. Directed here, tearing up two of them. Up north, Gasp Airborne being suppressed again here by the disc, and of course, we got the Panzers nearby as well. 92 points left for Fortune. Ooh, devastating hit, and the Penal Troops almost takes out the entire unit. And there you go, wiped out. A staggering blow there to Fortune, the first Mechanized Corps. As Spanky and the Großdeutschland Panzerdivision strikes hard. Fun fact about Panzergrenadiers of the assault rifles, some of the first units that sort of appeared in were usually sort of parts of specialised battalions to sort of support the armour they were meant to work with. They're usually sort of like escort infantry. For example, Stug brigades, for example, would have the escort infantry would be equipped with assault rifles. And I imagine that had also been the same, the same with the Tiger tank battalions at some point. Coming up, the machine gun being pushed back here. 74 was on 93. Charging in there. Big push here. Straight into all the Panzer X. And another Telemine. Those Telemines have really been paying off for Spanky. Big time. Really don't underestimate what a few good Telemines can do for you as a Wehrmacht player. Or S-Mines for that matter. Yeah, Fortune, I would say, is crippled at this point. His armour is in no condition to fight Spanky's forces. And he might actually want to consider bringing in an anti-aircraft half track or something to help deal with the Panzerjägers at some point. Yeah, we got Rocket Strike in there, but at this point it's not going to do much. Another wipe there. Fortune down just 2 infantry squads. 59 versus 193. Panther setting up to flank here. Good work by Spanky bringing in more armour. And Panther flanking from the north, very nice. T-44 being flanked here. Guards moving up through the centre, taking fire there from the nearby machine gun. He's slow by the way, 23 kills, very nice. H-35 down, T-44 trying to ram here, and GG. Game over. A loss there for the Red Army, a victory for the German Army. A bit of a messy fight there, but certainly was an interesting tactics and strategy on display from both sides. I think Spanky got to benefit again from fuel cache soon. I think that helped him a lot more with his strategy. He got a bit lucky there with Fortune's strategy. I feel like Fortune's strategy, while interesting, lacked something. He might have wanted to type tech for machine guns and mortars, or he might want to actually go for some half tech to mechanise his infantry. That way, could strike with them much more faster and overwhelm Spanky more easily. I mean, there's some things that could happen, or maybe just some issues in the sixes, but definitely I feel like his strategy lacked something. I mean, I think it has some good elements, but it lacks something. It lacks that special sauce, if you will. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. Hope you learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it, tell your friends, tell your family, but don't tell your enemies, or they will find out and do terrible things to you. And if you like what I do, you can donate or pledge to the Patreon. Links in the video description. This is Imperial Links and cheers. Thank you all for watching. You're all a wonderful audience. Hope to see you all tomorrow again for a nice episode. Bye.